Welcome to the 365 Performance Show with your host, Scott Dillon.
Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Today, I want to talk to you about fuel. So here's a little story that is a little bit sad to admit. So I used to always, when I was younger, going through primary school into high school, I was a sprinter. I'd be training three times a week, often for like 2 hours each time. I was very, very active. And then I got into this beautiful habit / craving, as when I would finish school for the day, I would then come home and I would get 2 sausage rolls with some tomato sauce and eat them. And I would eat these sausage rolls, and because I was so active, I wasn't putting on weight. So I had this story in my head that because I'm not putting on weight from my sausage rolls, these are healthy for me. I know how stupid this is. Trust me. One day I began to recognize and realize, maybe I actually grew a brain. I'm not sure what happened. But I began to recognize and realize that while maybe these sausage rolls weren't making me put on weight, they were possibly not making me be the healthiest on the insides. And from that small little epiphany that I had, now probably 15 or so years ago, I'm clearly getting older now, I began to recognize that and use food as fuel. And that's how I began to see it also. And I began to change, because in the past I always used to see a meal, a drink, or something along those lines as simply something that should taste nice. And I began to see it for what its capabilities were, how it could make me feel, grow, recover. Even if something didn't necessarily taste as nice as a lovely sausage roll, it was a lot easier to actually make that choice. And why am I telling you this? Well, this morning I've just had my huge green smoothie. For me personally, meat and vegetables, yeah, I can eat them, but I always just find that I just struggle to get my 5 servings in every day. It's something I struggle with. It's a lot easier for me to eat protein, fats, and other sorts of foods. Anyway, so around a year ago, I started having this green smoothie. I don't have it every single day. I try my best to, but after having a crazy little holiday and over Christmas, and then I sort of let my hair down, that sort of slipped also. But just recently, I've started having it again. So what I do, I normally get heaps of handfuls of kale, put it in my Vitamix with some spinach, put a banana in there and some protein so it balances out with some healthy fats, and that's sort of like my breakfast. It keeps me full and for like the next 4 hours, but most importantly, it gives me all that fiber and all those greens that my body needs. It helps clear me out, but also it doesn't make me tired like probably a lot of breakfasts that many people have out there, like with their cereals and fruit bowls and a whole bunch of other stuff. But I just want you to have a think, like right now with your breakfast that you've currently possibly been having, is it something that actually makes you full and then tired, or is it something that actually serves you, gives you more energy throughout the day, something that actually makes you feel, I guess, more alive, more awake in the morning, or is it something that sort of puts you to sleep? Because here's one of the things that most people don't even consider. When you're going through like on your weight loss journey, or you're starting to get into training, you obviously become a little bit aware that nutrition plays a vital part for actually you getting to your goals. But another thing I want you to consider is the actual fact that from what you eat increases your motivation to actually turn up and train in the first place. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're eating good and healthy throughout the day, and you're eating things that aren't putting you to sleep, things that aren't going to spike your blood sugar and make you be tired, it's going to be a lot easier for you to actually turn up to the gym later in the afternoon or whatever if you're actually training, relative to if you possibly have like some sort of food that you shouldn't be eating and you get tired and you have that blood sugar crash and you get tired later on in the day. It's just something to think about, because this was like when I was like 13 or 14, when I began to actually see food as fuel, not food as something that should just always taste nice and that's it. It began a lot easier for me to actually create change and make better choices. So I hope you have a great day. Hope this makes sense. If you need help with any of your nutrition or something, just reach out to us, 365performance.com.au. Speak soon.